Hey everybody, it's Coach.
And Mrs. Coach.
This is Coach Cast TV, and today we're having some comedy.
Oh.
Outside of our normal banter. We have had only a couple of times that we've reacted to comedians, and it was Peter Kay both times, and the Misheard lyrics is still one of my favorite comedy bits of all time, and it is the #2 video on our channel as we're recording this, and I would not be surprised if it soon takes over the #1 spot because it keeps closing in. And so obviously some people out there like to watch comedy.
Well, that's you every day.
It is. It is. Mrs. Coach gets to live it. But today we're doing a comedian that we're not familiar with.
Okay.
And his name is, I think this is pronounced ISMO. ISMO Likala. Anyway, he is, I believe, if I remember the comment correctly, he is from Finland.
Okay.
And his title of this is actually something I say all the time, which is English is so messed up.
Well, that's true.
It is true. The way that we use words, and I don't know what this bit he's going to do is about, but the way that we use words, it surely is hard for a non-native speaker to understand because we use words that don't mean anything or shouldn't mean anything at all, like what we say.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see what he's got to say about it. Coming up next. All right, here we go.
Okay.
I'm ISMO, and yes, I am from Finland. Woohoo! Yay! 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 It's so great to be here. I speak English now. I didn't grow up speaking English. I had to learn it later, and it's not easy. It's so hard. I've been speaking English for years, but I still have to look up words every day. I learn new words all the time, and I recently learned this word, and it's my favorite word now. I had no idea about this word until recently, and I love it. You must know this. The meaning of the word, the meaning is that you have now poured enough coffee into my cup, and it goes like
I don't drink coffee, but that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he said it, you know exactly what he's talking about. It's like, that's enough. Oh, that's great.
I didn't know about that. It's so good. I really enjoy that word. It's so great. It's so surprising, and it starts really fast and then slows down gradually. It's great. It took me a while. It took me some time to figure out how to spell it. But now I have it. Actually, now I use it as my password. It's my Wi-Fi password. If somebody comes over, what's your Wi-Fi? I really love that.
It's easy to remember.
You know what? Comedians that, and I'm sure he writes his own material, but comedians that write their own material, they're pulling from life experiences.
Yeah, I think those are the best comedians.
Yeah, and it's, we would probably never think to try to write any comedy about just learning a language or learning our own language. But it's really insightful to listen to this.
Okay.
I really like words, and I really enjoy words. And this is a thing I hear often. People say, like, if somebody uses a bad word, a curse word, and then there's another person who doesn't like that word being used, and they want to interfere, and they want to say something about that, the thing they always say, they yell out, language.
I've heard that.
I've done that.
They just yell out language. Well, okay, yeah, language. This is a part of that. Yes, this goes into the category of language. But I feel it's a little bit broad of a statement for that situation to just yell out language. It's like the same to me if you see somebody about to get hit by a bus and you yell out, transportation.
Oh my God, I've done that so many times, especially when a child's around. Language.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah, he's got a really good point. It's funny, though, when people do that, you know exactly what they're talking about if you're a native English speaker. I think he's made me cry.
Yes, you are correct. Yes, this goes under the umbrella of transportation. Yes, but, maybe a bit more specific. I recently went on this language course where they tried to teach me to speak English better, and they made me practice this phrase. They made me practice the phrase, seashells, seashells, by the seashore. And that is fucking impossible. I don't know how anybody can pronounce that. It's so difficult. I kept trying. I tried so many times. I kept practicing. But then I stopped. Then I stopped practicing because I realized that, wait a minute. I am never gonna need to say this.
That is true.
Why am I practicing? Like, I can't even imagine a situation where I'd have to say, you know the thing. like how would that situation go? Like, first of all, I would have to be by the seashore. And then I would have to run into someone who is shelling a seashell. And then for some reason, I would have to point her out. and I'd have to say to some third person, yeah, she is doing that.
That is true. When would you ever use that? And they teach it all the time.
This guy is hilarious.
Oh my gosh. And we don't think anything of it. We just think it's normal.
Yeah, see, she sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells seashells.
See, you can't do it either. Nobody can do it.
Well, I'm sure there's somebody out there who can.
Why would that happen? It's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure that I will never run into anybody selling seashells in the first place. Because I can't imagine a worse business idea. Especially at that location.
They're all over the place.
You know, with business, it's all about location. And there are free seashells, like right next to her. So nobody is going to buy her stupid seashells. So if you are selling seashells, my advice is that at least sell them as far from the seashore as possible. So somewhere where they are scarce. So
scarce.
Thanks a lot, ISMO. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
But the thing is, you know, it doesn't hit home because we just use these phrases all the time. Mm-hmm. We don't think anything of them. We know the meaning. We know what they're for. But somebody who comes over here, they've got to look at us like, you people are so stupid.
Yeah. I'm just looking on the screen at some of the others that it's recommending now that we watched it. If you guys know more about this gentleman and have some suggestions for us, let us know in the comments, because I laughed so hard I have tears in my eyes. So if you want Coach to cry on this channel, it is not going to be a ballad that does it. It is going to be comedy, probably. That is a characteristic my mom had. When she laughed so hard she would cry, and I do the same thing. My eyes just water when I cry. When I laugh, well, they water when I cry. They water when I laugh hard. So this guy is very observant.
He is. But you know what? Coming from a different country into a new country, you literally have to learn everything. Yeah. And I know people get frustrated when they're trying to communicate with somebody who doesn't understand their native language. But you have to look at it on the other side. They're looking at you going, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah,
Literally.
a lot of the things that you know you would think that word means, we use it for something totally different, and we know what we're using it as, but someone who's going by like the dictionary definition of a word, it would be difficult to understand. Anyway, great comedy bit there. That was one of my favorites, I think, that I've ever watched. That was really good. So let us know if you'd like to see more comedy on the channel, and if so, and you know any more about ISMO, then let us know about that. Thanks for hanging out with us. We had a good time today, and please throw a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed.
And ring that bell.
And we'll see you next time on Coach Cast TV.